this game.
Let's see what they got. They got a pretty cool comp, to be honest, Loud. I like it. So Loud on defense, Fury on attack.
So this is something you want to do. That's info gathered at B-Long.
They have to understand that that wall's being used against them. As the Viper wall goes up, they started to creep into Cubby.
Right here.
You've got Sadak and Les waiting on the other side.
So a bit of pressure, they get spotted over towards long, and they use that insta send over towards showers. And are they just gonna do the plant?
They know that this is a short setup.
After plant with the mollies?
Dude, Furia's macro game has been so good this entire series. A lot of good
The
things
wall,
that I've
right?
seen so far.
They're gonna have so much space.
Yeah, the fish 1-2-3.
Nothing spotted. As soon as they get out of showers, they get the wall up and they get
Made
the spike
popular
down.
by Ascend because they just used it every single pistol, but they would always win the
Can't
pistol.
fully tell if every panel has been cleared or if any of them have been, to be honest. It doesn't look like they have.
One should break shortly, and there's a lot of utility for this.
They may be
retake.
messed up though. They don't have
They
don't have brim molly with this.
But there's nothing to stop the crunch in towards showers. The only thing that's keeping them back is
Wait, this is so weird. Havoc's just pushed all the way past him and got a kill.
You've got Khalil who's playing far off. Dizzy has targets. Tui's now posted up. No molly to speak of or anything like that. Tui's looking for a little bit of help.
Good nade.
And that nade is not
It's
so
half
good, but
though.
he's gotten it to half.
Oh, and then they gotta go through the one way.
Anything else to do this? Those one ways are so difficult to deal with.
Damn, the one way is giant, and little bro got half. Tanks the
I
nade.
was worried for Loud. Honestly, the macro game from Furia was so good, and Les wasn't close enough with that
Valley,
paranoia.
yeah, huge one
But
way.
it worked out at the end of the day. He was controlled and patient and short. He gets this trade on Havoc, and then he's able to one-way showers for his
So
teammates
normally,
to just dial in on everything
like the
forward.
big, well, at least when we did this in Fish 1-2-3,
Yeah, Furia
the
come
big
out on top in terms of the
win
kills, but the spike was
like condition
diffused
is to
by
have
Loud.
the brim molly.
Now,
That's how you
they're in
secure
the
the win.
driver's seat.
So,
they can
same with
convert this
Ascend.
next round. Almost a collapse.
Kinda mess this one up.
Almost a punish.
It's a wide swing, man. Really wide swing. Paranoia will keep him back. Provide a little bit of cover for Tui's to reload. Then try to take the angle again.
Tui's needs to just play his life as best as he can right now. Wait for that heal to come. Havoc, he's been so confident in this series. He's taken so much space by himself. The value of that alone is tremendous for his squad. Yeah, he gets one tap, but
the value he's provided has been tremendous. You're absolutely right. Tui's able to find success the second time around. That's a really nice swing out from John G.
Bit of damage. Okay.
They thought
They were so ready for that one coming in. Okay, they lost a gun.
Perfectly.
yeah,
They
good
lost the
heads-up
gun
play
now.
from Pancada. This is something you're going to see a lot from this guy.
Yeah.
He's historically been a controller that likes to take a lot of aggressive fights on the
Mess
defensive
up the
side.
one way.
Usually
Dude,
it's on
that
Omen.
one way is
This time
hard.
around, he's on
Those
that
two
Brimstone.
one ways over towards long,
But
they're pretty
while all
hard
that
to do.
commotion happened at B, while all this is happening, he's taking
When they're
showers the
on
entire
top of these
time.
little things.
Sawhawk, he gets deposited for this exit option that Furia have, and it's just a free cleanup for him in the round. Building slowly ever towards that Brimstone ultimate. Tui's sitting one away from the Thrash.
Okay, MW0 gets the attack judge out, so that means we're sending it over
Again, a lot
towards
of presence
Hookah
towards A
and
short.
hold up.
And
Sorry,
W might
Lamps.
get ran down here by the
There's only one
satchel
person he
game.
can one shot.
Oh, he's
Oh boy.
obliterated.
That
Fortnite
looked so
style.
sick from his
Headshot
POV.
jump close and personal. There's no way. He thought he had the line, but tucking behind the wall was all he needed.
Yeah, speaking of walls, Zan from the top of the wall as well.
He's
We
so,
playing Valorant right now?
he's so far
Hello?
up. Look at MW's position. He's going to hear Pancada from a mile away.
Yeah, Sadok's like, wait,
Sadak playing
how on
back
earth has he
sight.
got there?
This is going to be really tough to get back into.
Surely someone does some
This
damage.
has been a complete annihilation of a round from Furia. It was over before it even
Okay, there
started.
we go.
And these kills at the end have just been just ego kills, honestly. MW. 1v1
Getting close to his Razor as well. Very,
That
very nice
entry
round.
was insane. The follow-up from Sean G on the top ropes. Walled himself up. Not only secures the plant for his team. Oh, look at that. Right on target.
Perfect rollout. And then to actively take the space, too, to push it further, to get
Yeah,
all the way
he
into
carried on
heights.
going.
Pancada was not ready for that.
Which
Now
is a
Loud,
little bit
they should be
mental with the
aware of
judge,
any
but
type of
I think that's one of the main
aggressive
things that they've
push
done,
moving
right?
forward.
Is I think that they
Probably
know
see
that they
some more
like to, at least
hesitation,
with the
and that can
old
play in the
comp, they
hands
like
of
to
Furia
just
to
do the
decide to win this
normal
fight.
smoke down here and just hold heavy showers and just make sure they can't plant. So I think that's like one of the big reasons they're saying.
Posted up towards B.
Then Loud changed up their comp, but actually, it's worked out pretty well still having the Sage.
And there's the first. You start to see the smokes come through, and there's some of that one-way conversation we were having earlier. It's so difficult to get past.
And it's from across the map.
Yeah, now they're one away.
Yeah. That's so unique. I think a lot of
Weezer's official. They could double default, but normally when you're doing that, you have people taking over towards showers so that you can TP.
Ooh, might play against Kawanzin. I say that, and he does a jump spot to follow up. So really good play right now. Kawanzin anchoring this B site, cycling his utility, getting full info for his squad to keep 3B. Sorry, keep
Good
3A.
though. They cut sound over towards long, and now they're creating pressure up towards short.
Again, tucked behind the wall, pushing into the orb. But Havoc has gotten a lot of this space.
Oh, that was your teammate.
So wise to it.
He tried to bait for his teammate, and then his teammate turned around because he thought someone was shooting at him. There's no way.
There was a question before. That Molly hitting him in the face will confirm it.
That's so devastating.
Do the teleporter, yep.
He's so stuck. I mean, he's dead. Sadak on the board. What's the rest of the plan though? How else do they get into this retake? They still don't have any sight control.
Leo, you gotta smoke, man. You get that in, get that down. Smoke would be real good right now. That's where you put your smoke.
Let's get the best of MW. Khalil waiting. Daring for the challenge. The Thrash didn't see him. It didn't spot him. They don't know that he's there. Khalil,
but his own smoke's gonna block him.
Out of this position. That's one found.
No way he wins this.
Trying to do his best to hit it again, but he's perched up. The defuse comes through as Loud get 3.
Can't believe he knows two people's hookah and he smokes them.
Setting up Sodhawk on that free kill outside of hookah. That timing was immaculate.
That was very nice.
Can't believe it. There was so many things. This is the most FURIA game ever, bro. This is the most FURIA game ever. Look at this rounds, dude. This guy on short shoots his teammate in the head to try bait him, so his teammate then swings over towards the left. He's looking over, and his teammate that has just shot him in the head because he's trying to bait for him. That's how this guy dies. Then we get into the 3v4, and then there's 2 here. He has a smoke to potentially isolate so we can 2-on-2. And he smokes off himself here
Dog getting a little bit of info through
instead of any of these choke points. They could even smoke deep spawn, and then these guys have to run out into a double ult.
That Omen flash can secure so much information.
They're gonna try to crunch.
I'm
so they're gonna try to crunch in showers again.
Used about all of it.
Bullied away.
Bit of a waste of a name.
Thing over towards short is mental. Dude, I would be furious, man. Who was it? It was Havoc, right? I'd be furious, bro.
So now you've got Loud in this kind of awkward spot where they have 3 back towards A because of the crunch they attempted. They're trying to settle 2 back towards B, and that's exactly where the spike is. MW's by himself. He's gonna get caught.
That was nice though. That flash on top of it, just in case.
Loud, still thriving for them right now. Still reaping the benefits.
Okay, and there's only 2 people on site. That's a good flash. Peek before the flash, or are we? Or no, it's just a wow. Wow, man. Fair play, guy's an actual monster. Dude, this guy got spammed in smoke. It was so unlucky.
They have so much utility to use, and they're using it to their advantage right now. Even that dog through showers, taking the teleport, going for fights proactively. It's making FURIA scared. I mean, they're shaking in their boots. They're backing up all the way to their spawn. Now we're going to see a timeout from them. And this is a fired up Loud right now, and it's Les who was the deciding factor in that last round. Anchoring the B site. The Omen flash was absolutely perfect. Yet it connected onto all 3 players into hookah. And it's the awareness of him as an anchor to know that there was a gap in long after he took that pop shot on the first guy of Sean G in hookah. To know that, okay, long is the gap.
Yeah, it's been a stacked game, man. It's been a stacked game. I'm telling you, no joke. So normally, chat, when you have like officials and stuff, you would think like after the game, like how long do I need for the VOD review, and you kind of put it in the schedule.
That's regularly a part of the equation.
I would say normally best of 3, you're looking like 3-4 hours. No joke.
And it's so hard, especially when
maybe like an 8-hour VOD review for FURIA. There is so much to go over. It's crazy.
So efficient right now and using
I'm thinking
stuff.
like 8
For
hours in
Furia,
my head from
you
what
have
I've
to
seen.
find the right mix
There's so
of
much
fading out
stuff
certain
that
utility
needs
and also
sorting.
catching
There's so
players
many
off guard,
rounds that
trying
I'm
to
so
regroup.
confused
Right
at.
now,
I'm
it's
just
a little too
like,
passive.
how has it got to this level? There's so many
find
rounds
myself
that they
at
have to
3.
talk about.
We've had a lot of conversation around Sadak on the Neon and does it work?
It would
and,
be so long.
You know, should it be someone else? He's had 1 positive performance in his last 4 reps on Neon. And he's at the bottom of the stats again here, but somehow Loud find a way to win. And yes, this time it's been off of Les. This time it's been off of Pancada and Kawazi.
NW0 hit an absolute
but honestly,
shot.
for Furia here, given how this round has started, you take those.
Absolutely. We've seen Furia close out the last map in a Thrifty. If they can win one here, they can slowly crawl back into the game, give themselves a chance for the next half.
They're going to have to win this off of fights, though.
That's
huge! That was
Oh my god. Okay, well,
I mean, they had the
they
spike,
get the
they
gun
had everything
upgrades
that
as
they
well.
wanted.
Maybe a little bit too proactive now for Loud.
They were very proactive.
The amount
Dude,
of
I'm
thrifties
pretty
in this
sure
series has
NW0
been
had a really nice
absurd.
shot on
Too
long
much
here
obscene.
to make
Way
all of
too
this
many.
happen. He out-aimed
But honestly,
Outlaw,
that's what
right?
gets them back in the fight. And for Furia, you're pushing Loud as best as you can.
But you don't give me the first kill?
You take those. You take
Anything you can get.
Exactly. Yep.
Especially with how those previous rounds have been going, you really haven't had much of a chance. Other than that fast round they did, MW pushing all the way into spawn. Speaking of pushing into spawn, this should be a punish onto Noswar, and it is.
He's out
Sadhak
so
opening
far.
things up, getting set up by his team.
Like, you know, normally when you have like a flash here,
Which is what you want to see,
you
right?
kind of get the rough timing of when someone's going to be swinging you. So if you're in this corner, your pre-aim can pretty much be like any like maximum left here. This guy's out over here dueling you.
They turn their attention back towards A.
So far out.
Very well said. It was a
So
good block
fast.
in a short at a good
And
time.
I think
And
Loud
honestly,
needs to
this
stop
wall is so
doing
pretty.
this because I think
Cutting
they
off
have
anything out from Showers.
they have a very
understand
good
they don't
read
have
that when they
area
come
of
up
the map
short,
controlled.
they don't have to worry
So
about
they can
back of
push up
sight
into
and they just have
pipes.
to worry about
They don't have
showers.
to deal with what's happening on that side. Orbital strikes.
Oh, that
traded.
Brim ult is
Microwave,
huge
just
from
two members of
Khalil.
Loud fall. Pancada creeping his way forward, but again, I think that at this point it feels too little, too late.
These aggressive post plants from Furia still reigning supreme on Loud right now. The disruption, flipping sight right there. Getting on top truck, that Sage Wall, you stated it. Cuts off all the members of Loud. And there were so many TPs that were heard from Furia, so the correct response was given. Yeah, we hear 3-4 TPs. We know that there's probably already an anchor and shower. We're gonna take your spawn.
Such a good wall.
And honestly, that Brim ult, the counter ult from Khalil, that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was so good. And there was just so much util down here. They just dumped all the util here. There was slows as
Momentum, the swing
was
back
there
and
the
forth.
molly before that? I think I saw a Viper molly here at one point.
And the thing is, they still have 3 ults to play around, including the res. So yeah, they're down around, but it feels like they've got
Flash
a lot
over
of
the
control
top,
here.
double
Again,
flash.
A very similar setup for
It
Sadak.
is really
Off
strong,
of the
man.
flash, off of the stimmy. Sadak goes
Oh my
in.
god, he actually stuns the guy
With ult
close.
out,
What
Khalil
a
decapitates him.
giant
The stun
shot.
was so perfect too, had it settled a millisecond sooner. That's a sure kill.
Oh, Kalamazine is in such a good spot, but the swing was even better from Khalil. And so they res back up. They get numbers away of the attack. What can Tui's and Pancada do here?
Yeah, still 2 members here in Belong. Furia, they might run into a firing squad. Oh, Khalil,
Sure,
he's
man,
too
you got
sharp,
a
but it's
round and a
trap.
half.
Oh, they know. They check it
And
anyway.
he's aware
Very
enough that
nicely
there could be
handled by
someone on the
Khalil.
left.
He's doing it all right now.
You don't
Odd
expect
round.
2 there. You see 1 off the swing, and you go, okay, we've dealt with it. Now we can turn our attention back towards the site.
Yeah, he's really locked in, man.
Beautifully handled. Spectacular performance.
This time, Furia showing off their own fundamentals. And Bind is a map that you have to heavily rely on those. The way that it's structured, you have to be so clean on the post plants, on your setups, on your defaults. Don't want to drop early, and now it's less. Basically going for exits at this point. If he can do some damage, it could go a long way later in the half. But this will be a Furia round win, and it will be a tie game.
They've got so much money to play around too, man. 57 for MW, 39 for Khalil. Havoc's in a great spot too.
Jeez. He still had 2 satchels.
He hit that.
After all that, that's silly.
Yep. Didn't need to use anything because Khalil just one-man army. Yeah, that kill on the Sodhawk was insane.
I hope we get another look at that again, because you're right, the stun looked perfect. There was the initial setup, and again, it was the flash, it was the stimmy. Half a second, man. That's all that was the difference was.
Literally right on time. He couldn't have picked a better moment to peek out and unpeak.
Then you see the closer there. MW applying full pressure onto Les. And smirks from the FURIA side as we're tied at 4. Loud call a timeout. FURIA have won 3
they
of
got a lot of money,
the last
though.
3 rounds. To keep things competitive, to get them close, to tie us up. Man, I keep expecting FURIA to crumble a little bit here, to fall under the pressure, to not be able to withstand Loud and how aggressively and proactively they played the series, the heroics from Les, the heroics from Pancata, but the resilience that these guys have shown is so impressive. Yes, off of MW being proactive, off of him going and taking fights, it's worked so well.
And now that Khalil is finally awakened, he's sitting at 10-4. I mean, this was a big reason why they took out Hunter Thieves, him himself.
Khalil and MW
So
at the end of the series, I think they were the only two
full
who were
buy.
positive, but they were
Have
big
enough
positive.
money
It was
to buy a
double-digit
proper
positive.
gun, and he gets a
So you're
judge
right.
out.
This
What on
seems
earth is
very
this
familiar,
round?
Trey.
He's the type of player you want to be online in a map 3 against Loud.
Judge on
This could be
judge.
the first series that Loud drop.
Okay, they do a deep smoke, and he
another
just sits
Brazilian
inside it.
But Sodhawk with the judge, we've seen him be so clutch with this gun, and he's gonna do it.
Oh my god. Then they have 2 people ready to fire behind it.
That was just
Really
stab
cool
through
setup.
smoke, just off
That's
of
actually really,
contact
really
of
cool.
Sodhawk in there. And it just feels like the life was taken out of you if you're FURIA. 2 members had absolutely no chance in that round whatsoever.
And instantly thrown on the back foot. Colin Zine is taking a lot of space away. There's a good chance, a really good chance that Shanji gets caught. Khalil will too. I mean, they're about to double face him. That's really nice. The spacing on the double swing there, that's textbook.
Exactly. 1 wide, 1 going close, stopping on a dime, and
Okay, really cool round, man. Love the
we'll
plan
be
here.
close to the round with Shanji dropping down. with
Not really
that
seen
late
that
flank.
before. Oh, I mean, I've seen like people doing similar stuff here. Contact. Never really seen getting in the smoke with a judge. And the thing is now, every time they see the smoke, they're gonna have to be so scared of it. They're not gonna walk through, and then they're gonna have to spam it as well. And a lot of time, gonna have to be using their flashes
Must-win
early.
round right there for Loud. Otherwise, their economy would have been in shambles.
This kind of conditioned them to be so scared if this smoke ever goes there again.
Able to build up
3 more
bit of a
Omen, Eva
deposit
smoke.
of their own in the bank.
And they do it again
MW
instantly.
with the attack side up
Sick.
and ult to play with.
Wait.
He will be
A
probably
big circle,
trading
man.
this operator with somebody else when the actual.
Okay, 2 is 1 away from fish ult as well.
But for the time being, he can poke and prod in any angle he wants to.
Sadak now
He's gonna be
moves his
poking and prodding
judge.
into Sadak with the judge.
He's just
Yeah, there will be
resorted to judge
competition
only
off
now.
So this should be
Scout destroyed.
the cue to maybe leave
Now
this
what?
area of the map alone for the time being. Havoc getting that kill on the 2Es is a great opener, and there's still a minute left to play around with.
That just gives him so much more space. So yeah, you understand the judge is posted up in hookah, and you got to pick on the other side.
Ends up being a pretty easy kill once the Sky Flash
defenses
hits.
have
Love
to
that
stretch there
though.
at this point.
Love that from Kaunzin. Extra flash over
Seekers
towards
will
B
identify
so they
that
can
there's
free
only
pass
one
and
in A
stack
for the
towards
moment,
A.
and that's
Which is
less.
nice. Let's should probably just
Paranoid's
leave
gonna
it
buy
fully.
a little bit of time, but FURIA understanding there's not much resistance here. Fully disrespected. MW over the top.
Yeah, I think
lands
he had
the
to leave
rocket
earlier, but
into
I
Les's
get it.
face. Now they're going to be able to settle off this. They have full side control. Kawanzin, Sadak, and Pancata in the face of 5 with the
Dude,
judge.
there's so many people in lamps.
Money. Oh my gosh.
And
the
this
judge
is why
again.
the judge is
Two
so
found
good on
equalize.
defense on this map, right? Because you
But
can
MW
always
steady
go and
hands, give the
retake
numbers,
lamps.
backs away at FURIA.
This is like our whole protocol
They've got
when
to
we
see
used to
the
use
suit
it. It's
itself.
just
You
like
got this pesky
it's
wall.
insane on this map because you can retake.
Another shot narrowly missing. Sadak with 3. The 1v2. And the Molly, he's going to have to deal with no real
Okay,
way to
really,
clear
really
it
nice
out.
run from FURIA though.
MW
Nice
gets
attempt
3
from
as
Loud.
we're tied again. A back and forth fight.
Definitely Kaunzin serves a little bit of a shout out there. He had a
Aggressiveness
good
of
idea
MW.
that
He didn't have
They had rotated off towards A and they needed to stack.
He still has to go in with the showstopper, and he picks off Les, who is just stuck. And the difference here is that MW, he for a second wanted to go for more, but he this time backs up into U-Haul, gets healed up to full, and closes the round out. A lot of duelists make this mistake. They overcook. He already got two in the round, or one in the round at least.
He got his.
And then they get traded out. But this time he's able to close it with a 3K, build even further towards another ult, and maybe he can just get another one for the next round if he pops off like he is right now.
Oh, I did that he was this close.
So good, man.
Havoc wins his 1v1 as well. Like, is there a smoke there? Dude, Havoc keeps Havoc keeps owning people, man.
At the same time.
Keeps owning people on shore.
So really now, it's a 5v3. Group up and just win the trading game if need be.
They still have the attack side off too.
Yeah, and you still have a dog, you still have a flash. A lot of utility still on the board right now for FURIA. They got these kills not having to invest utility.
Nice though. One person push so they can two person stack.
2E's is waiting on the other side.
Got an okay crossfire.
Take a look at the mini map, and it seems like they want
to Molly. Oh, hold up. Damn. Dude, MW0 is making Raze not look enough with movement. Dude, look at that read because it happened to them earlier. Yeah, they worked him out.
Yeah, Sada can try to cause some problems, but what do you do in the face
They're out here learning, chat.
Just barely spotting a scalp, but not able to connect.
His Pancada earlier, it's just, I mean, it's whoever plays showers.
But the discipline out from FURIA.
Just that protocol for better map control when people are down numbers.
2E's in that moment. Maybe he wanted to go for an actual like wraparound, and that's why he was in this position. But if you recall, Pancada played that spot in the anti-eco. So of course FURIA are gonna want to double swing that. That was one of the reasons why they lost that round.
And for them to be so methodical in the chaotic moment that was, is just very impressive. Loud with 2 weapons left. They're trying to save them. White Knuckle, hang on to them as best as they can.
My ult's ready.
And so far they've managed to do so. They've kept 2. And there might not be any more challenge. MW's still a little far away from the play.
He picks up his op from earlier.
Last round before the switch.
He dropped that thing off entering into the B site. Picks it back up at the end of the round.
Look at a good amount of ults. They might try and do some kind of fish through the TP crunch.
Just creeping forward, Havoc getting the second kill, as you mentioned, and that's what that was. That play right there.
Spacing was great on that peak. Not getting collatted this time.
FURIA have won 5 of the last 6.
It's ridiculous.
And they've got a chance to take a 7-5 lead at half against Loud.
And just talk about showing some fight.
More than some.
Nice little bit of presence shown. The problem is that Loud's 3-person swing here.
Here they're showing that they want to win.
They're going to clear this info, but honestly, they might clear this info a little bit too late and the 2 get overwhelmed. Depends how fast they go here.
Towards A. Everyone posted up outside of showers.
Loud there, where this double push through B long.
Hello gets this orb, he gets his ult. And so all they're doing is going for that round where they plant here and they're going to Viper ult out. Wow, man, Havoc is annihilating people. Oh, double. Bombs, spam right side. Keep an eye on Sadak, he's here early. Oh.
Tries to catch an opportunistic timing, but he's been found out, he's been had. FURIA are forced to slow, to settle, to wait.
Wow, they're going to lose this one as well, really.
A little bit too active.
I mean, there's a Viper ult here.
This attack side op has been so beneficial and so effective for FURIA.
It's done round.
There's the pit. Dre, I don't know that Loud have any tools to get this thing back.
This is so tough. It's going to have to be random spam, but you still have to break the Sage wall on top of it all.
And hope you catch it through the pit. I mean, you're looking to get lucky here, and I don't think that's just going to be the case. It's not in the cards for Loud. MW with 3.
Really good
to 7
run.
And I think this is the
Sabina,
third time
thank you so much for the 16 months. Thank you.
Lead in this series.
Sage did pretty good for them, man.
First map was 7-5. Second map was 7-5. Third map 7-5.
I believe you are right. 6 of the last 7 going the way of FURIA.
MW.
And you got to remember that it's 4-1 for Pistols. Like, FURIA have just been the better team. Loud are just surviving because of Pistols, really. Pistols are mad rounds.
17-6 right now for MW.
Wait, who's 17-6? MW?
He's been so steady. And again,
and he's been making so much space. He's been the guy that's just been sending it into lamps, elbow, everywhere.
OMG. Things are really heating up between Loud and FURIA. If this was wrestling, Wyatt, we would call this a slobber knocker, but because this is Valorant, it is a certified hood banger. Yes. Now, the thing is, like, Loud could possibly keep or lose their record here, Athena.
I mean, yeah, this is so close. I mean, Loud is 25-0, and these are the closest matches that we've seen. 13-11, 13-10, and now this map, 7-4, 7-5. They're so close to just bringing it past the finish line to be that team that has the 25-0 record for Brazil.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, these Loud players have beat different iterations of teams with the
25-0 is crazy.
FURIA
Yeah, it has
so
to
many times in the past. They've gone up against guys like
end at one point.
MW0 so many times in the past. And right now, he is just taking over the game. Before Loud's creation as this dominant force in Brazil, the team that came before them that dominated the region was Gamelanders. That was led by MW0 back at the beginning of the game. He was the best player in Brazil for the longest time, and might now, years later, be the player to actually take down Loud.
I remember the first time I watched the demo of this guy, it was crazy.
But 2 years straight, I mean, this guy has still got it. And when we check out the standings, the impact of this game is massively important. Look at Loud 3 and 4. Look at the teams they're surrounded by. They have to pass that they're close with.
Yeah, they're stuck in the middle of the pack. They need this win in order to step up a little bit. We saw Lev highlighted because they have clinched that playoffs, and Loud just looking to get even closer to that playoff point.
Absolutely. Now we're going to toss things back for the final half. Doug and Baby Bay, take us home.
That's savage.
Thank you so much, Akeem. We were talking about this, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, Dre lied to you. It wasn't me. Dre lied to you about the 7-5 half. It was actually 8-4 on the first one, but it was close, and it is worth mentioning, third time now that FURIA take a lead into half. An opportunity.
This is worth mentioning. 4-1 Pistols.
And this time it seems a lot more confident. It seems a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, it was the defensive side that was the deciding factor in that first map of Haven where FURIA couldn't close it out. Can they do it this time around on Bind? On a different composition, MW, he's been looking great on the Raze. Havoc with first contact.
Oh my god, you got annihilated.
And he'll best Pancata in the head-to-head.
Yeah, 14 HP.
Brimmy can't be taking any risks with the 3 smokes.
On this pistol round. So Loud, they can't even get him back up. He's sitting at 14 HP for the rest of the round. That's done.
If they flip, if they try to go through the telly,
they got a good read, man. A really good read on this.
4-1.
4-1 set up the smoke over towards A. Maybe makes the Sage rotate.
So not comfortable.
Fast answer back from MW. And aggression from
You're
Havoc.
lunatic, but he just keeps dinking him, so maybe you keep doing it.
Up another player on Loud to one shot range.
I mean, Loud are stubborn in this round. Still trying to play.
Yeah, and they kind of got to go fast because this guy's wall's going to come back. And that's the high HP down. Now what? And both of the high HPs walked out on their own.
22 HP amongst the 2 remaining members. How do you do this? A funny look, a stiff wind, and they're both blown over.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Triple swing.
Oh god. I was worried when he two-tapped both of them there. Okay, they got a pistol, man. They're doing alright. 1-1. 1-1 on this map. 4-2 overall for the Pistols.
And when we thought
there's to lose.
That would take over this game. Yeah, we thought MW for sure, but we thought it was going to be Khalil. What's Havoc doing over there, man?
He's getting in on the fun.
He had a great last map as well.
10 and 8 so far. And again, you know, we talked about it earlier. You go to his first performance on this stage. It was dreadful.
Tragic.
And now he's here pushing Loud, not just being a spectator, actively causing problems.
Yeah, there were so many questions about him. is he actually meant to be here in this moment?
Wait, how's
He's
they
making a damn good case for it. This Viper wall should go up. Doesn't go up in time for the actual delay, but no one dropping yet. Say that and they're just dropping like flies everywhere.
It's because nobody can see anything.
It was a nice
Just
hit.
forced to sit back and watch now.
A really nice hit.
Should be able to get the spike down.
And they picked up 2 guns.
FURIA just won their 2nd pistol of the series.
Yeah, and they're gonna
now in a
get
position
ecoed.
where they may lose the Thrifty again. There are only so many times you can get away with things like that, man.
Add it to the VOD review, man.
Havoc's left alone. He will fall.
Yeah,
That's
just another round.
Thrifty, the way of
Put
Loud.
it on there.
Great
Add it to the
job
list.
from Loud.
This was a very nice
teams
hit,
on
though.
their
I'll tell you that.
eco
That was a
rounds,
really
they tend to
nice
just
hit.
death ball into B site. When you have a Neon to set such a pace like this, create chaos on the actual site, why not?
Did Dizzy just give
A lot
both of them?
teams just tend to leave 2 players there to anchor alone, and they back up on these rounds. So you have a lot of that free early on space in Hookah and Octagon. And FURIA, they're definitely kicking themselves in the foot for that one.
Yeah, it's a devastating
All
way.
of a sudden, momentum shifts and louder.
Start the half.
The driver's seat.
It's looking like Loud are gonna have a lot of disgusting fast strats.
With the Spectre.
And they might be pretty drilled in terms of if Dog sees, then they do util. If Dog doesn't see, then they don't have to do util, so they can just save a lot of stuff.
Gonna get destroyed, but that's very nicely done.
Oh
Instead of
yeah, this might be a
forcing the
really
battery
nice
short,
attack
They
half.
wrap around, clean things up.
That was nice.
There's still a shorty in the hands of Nazra.
Oh.
This guy's unreal right now.
That's pretty.
He can get that upgrade too if he pushes Sadhawk off this angle.
Whoa, how's that guy there?
On the way though.
Oh.
Whew. Phantom diff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nazra now with the shorty will just die to the spike.
Yeah.
That was expensive. They lost a couple more weapons than they should have. The benefit for them though is they're going to be able to carry over the Phantom, the Bulldog, and then the Outlaw too. So not all is lost.
Yeah, and the thing is when you eco a team like that, you basically set yourself up to buy for at least like 5 of the next rounds. It's something absurd, especially
really
if you could
strong.
convert this round like they just did. Like if you look at the money
Hey,
right
sure.
now, Les is sitting at 3.2.
Ball might be on.
2E's was sitting at 3.5. Now look.
Oh, this is something big though.
2E's is at 6.2.
I mean, do they
Les is
just
at
try get this
6.4.
orb over towards long?
That was a beautiful crunch, by the way, into U-Haul. And that's Sadhawk enabling his team. Pancata with the perfect molly to set everybody back a little bit into that stun range for the wraparound. Everybody converges at the same moment. Job well done.
Be tempted to get this. Dude, they're pinging back a
So they
sight.
bring the
What
gap
is
down to
this?
1. Given they were down at halftime, given they lose the pistol, of course Loud always finds a way. There's a healthy buyout for FURIA. Same Sage Wall that we saw towards B.
Okay, Molly goes towards long. It did miss,
and
and then they official.
Havoc gets spotted. What a snap from MW, man.
Oh, nice round, man. Yeah, really nice round. Spike out in the open, or you're a beast. Whoa!
But 2E's with 4. What was that?
It's one way to celebrate it, dude. That was incredible, man. Some nice shots.
Absolutely ridiculous. How did he connect all those shots in
Yeah, it was
succession?
fast.
We gotta watch that one over, and we're going to for sure. That was all with a Sheriff to start the round.
Oh.
And yeah,
That
he
was
jumps
sick,
in a
man.
molly at the end, but my God.
What a pop-off,
Yeah,
man.
what a round.
Absolute freaky moment, and now
That was their big
goes
buy
for
round
the
as well when you're
outlaw
looking at
buy.
Furia.
he knows that the economy is bad for FURIA.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
this is really cool.
I like it. And then you
This
know when you
setup
need
play.
to push
It was
through
a
because they're going to
flash
start
through
either
showers that
knifing or shooting the
enabled
wall.
The little walk-in
And
from
so,
MW0, yeah. That's cool.
so they've left him in the telly.
Yeah, and he hears the
Sage wanna
spamming
follow
and
up
he's
as
going to
well.
go
He's
for it.
gonna Open this up. He tries to get the timing. He gets
Yeah,
it.
it's really cool. Really,
What a
really cool.
setup
Love
to a
that.
round.
And that was all off of hearing the
Dude,
wall.
Furia have
tried
some
to be
good
clear.
stuff, man.
This is the first
It's a
time
shame
they
they've
see
been
that wall outside
messing up
Sharks
some of
because
their
they've
rounds
tested
because
that
they've had
side
some
of the
really
map.
good stuff.
That
Even
was
when we
so
think back on
unique,
Haven,
and
like
they
some of their
have a
defensive
stack on
setups
B
where
at
they're
the
sending it.
same time.
Good.
Havoc, he's pushed all the way down Hookah. He's wrapping Octagon as we speak.
It's going to happen again, isn't it? We're due for another Thrifty because clearly we haven't had enough.
Oh yeah, we are. Havoc, he's behind them all.
Khalil's able to get one. Keep a close eye on that. Khalil
Oh god. Dude, they get so many guns for this, so many upgrades. This was a cool round, man. This is a really cool round from Furia. They cooked heavy on this. This was sick. Yeah, look at him picking about it now. He's talking about him. Like, dude, he's in the TP. They put the wall up and flashed through. Thought it was just a default to see if anyone was here. And then they wall after.
And everybody else, full gamble stacking B. They were here for this.
Yeah, they got someone real smart on their team.
That was the best Thrifty we've seen this series. A well-deserved one.
And that gives Furia the lead back.
Oh, and look at this. MW is getting set up. Oh, he's got to get out because that's
right, exactly.
There is something that might wreck Loud at the moment. Tui's has the wrong molly lineup for here. Hit the roof twice now. It's hard to hit it.
Not too shocking after the round that he had.
It's like a little bit pixel jump throw from here. And I'm wondering if it's going to mess him up at one point. Because twice has happened now, and Fury could definitely comment. And they could, like, two-person stack there, and they're going to think it's clear.
Two still with a little bit of utility.
Fury just hold on to the fish shot so they can't pick this one back up.
And so the thrash is off the cards now. Nice Dizzy, nice swing, and nice hold from Khalil. The walls have been reinforced. What a hold.
Nasty work. I think that was a wingman that was picked up, so the spike should be able to go down, but this is a 5v. Spike does
a little bit too late. He at least tanked less a little bit.
Somehow stays alive.
5v3s with a Bane of Furia in the past.
Can Loud pull this thing off? Tui's is getting really active
It's
here.
A nice smoke.
He's standing right next to him. They're standing side by side. Now they swung it out and Tui's gets 3 again! But Khalil saves the day!
Dude, that one got close. It was a really cool smoke to play around to get that a nice try.
5v3 going away, Furia. Yeah, that was a very important round win. Tui's did his damn best to bring that one back. He almost transferred on the site.
What a fight, man.
Khalil and MW. The proactivity from MW to take control of all U-Haul with that dog. And then the up-down right here. The stability, the poise. Shanji connecting that kill. That was close.
Yeah,
that was still close.
Kind of felt like he was going to get a fourth there at one point.
He almost got it.
And he would have done it. I mean, that would not have been the first heroic round for him. But again,
last timeout.
Furia refusing to go down without a fight. A timeout called from Loud as they hang on to a 2-round lead on the defensive side.
They're feeling an immense amount of pressure right now. Everyone can feel it. Everyone in here, everyone watching. There's so much riding on this win for Loud. They're 3-4 in standings overall. If they lose this game, if they lose this series, not only will it be the first time that they lose to a Brazilian team, but it'll be putting themselves in a spot where they're going to have to win every single match after this.
Yeah, I mean, their
it's an
eco.
Are
so dire at that point.
And they wanna, are they going fast B or are we doing default? Okay, we're doing default.
So much pressure being put on these guys right now. So much belief in Sadhak.
Where's he going
into this squad beginning of the year. Comes in with some crazy compositions. Now,
yeah, I think he's too low.
On these neon
I think he's too low of it. It's gonna miss again.
He's still struggling, man. We gotta call it what it is.
Yeah,
9 and 15.
What was that stun right there? Was that a misplay? Did he think that there was footsteps running up close? He just blew that.
Yeah, it's tough to say. And now he's not gonna have a stun. He does have ult. He has a wall.
What was that?
And you can tell they invested into this round a little bit to have enough fight. They've got 3 rifles, and then with Sadak's ult, you say 4.
Same.
And just to take a step back, I love the call from FURIA to keep 3B on this round. They understand that
flash hits to keep 3 people here.
On their eco round.
They got to slow, they got to res.
So this time, they have
All
3
goes
players
down.
geared and ready for this site pit.
Wait, they
An early
smoked?
Viper's pit.
Yeah, I like this though. They leak smoked out over towards site to try luck out. As soon as he sees it, he's just had enough. He just insta pops his ult.
That's why Loud have to back up.
No one's going to try walk through this when they're tanking all the damage. This is a really great reaction from Havoc.
He was the 3rd player
And with that as well, they can just go rotate over towards A.
Nope.
Then very far back though.
Triple pump fake as he stays A.
MW is going to get so much value on this spot, or at least he should.
Patience now.
Oh.
Not able to settle the shots, not able to connect onto the first. He's got an A though, and he's just waiting for the tap of the spike. Sonic has popped his ult. 13 seconds left, and the spike's still not planted, still not committed.
Looks
Sonic
mental,
falls.
man, that.
So do the rest of Loud, but Tui's on the counter. Now finally
Dude,
going down. Pincata
he
cannot
spammed
stand.
2 through smoke there, or
FURIA
what?
get
That
to
was
11.
nice. Yeah, I like this from FURIA. Dude, they
Way
have
better
good
approach
reactions
this
for what's
time
going
around
on.
on the back A fight. Multiple members backing up MW there. Sadhawk, he gets no value with the hot hands again. He peeks into 2-3 players who are all spraying him down. Best case scenario, he gets 1, but he's gonna get traded.
Revenge of the Beefsteak Tomatoes.
Look at
Thank you
that.
so much, man. For the
Everyone
super
just
chat.
hunkering down backside.
FURIA
That
looking like a
angle, and
dangerous team
MW,
right now.
that pop
And
off
they're that
moment
far
at the
behind in
end.
the standings. That's actually true.
Players
Like
lining up.
reset it and
I mean, when you do
play with how
everything
they're
right,
playing now.
the Valorant gods will
It
bless
would
you
be interesting
sometimes.
to see where they come.
I feel like
They look
FURIA
great.
in this series have done a lot of right things.
They look great. I mean, the hard thing is, I mean, honestly, the 2v5s and stuff are easy to fix. They're just getting a little bit too excited.
Spot almost cost him his life. But he
Not
stays
even that
alive,
bad.
takes a step back. Now damage dealt. Instantly top back up.
Yeah, 2 heals on the side of FURIA. So annoying to play against. Doesn't matter how low you get these guys. They can heal each other up if need be.
This time the wall went down towards Octagon.
Great job of being proactive with that dog. Pushing Sadhawk out of hookah. They're going to re-walk in. Even more info gathered.
I still think this is nice from Loud, though, really.
Oh, he's trying to swing
Yeah,
behind the
Sadok's done a
scenes.
good
That's
job
really
here.
nicely done.
This is great from Havoc
But they got
once
cleared out
again, though.
instantly.
Actually
That's
takes
okay,
the
'cause now
space,
he has
and
all
now
that
he's
space.
so
He's
close that he
going
hears
for
them
more.
running
It's
away,
a
and now he's
full
got a
lead
fast
towards
flank.
A
Bro,
right
Havoc
now.
is
Havoc, he has a flank.
insane right
MW
now.
was ult.
He's so
And he's
good,
close.
dude.
If he stays
He's doing
alive, there's
great.
a shot at this. But he bides his time, doesn't pull the trigger yet. Now the wick has been lit! And Les is down.
Still could be saved by
Now
Havoc
getting
here.
2 of his own.
Still could be saved.
Numbers the way of Loud, and Havoc's on the hunt. Able to get 2, not able to connect on the 3rd. Shanji's got man.
Sure,
in a
man, you gotta
position like
res.
this. Gets his 1. Does he dare swing on the
Jesus.
2nd? Doesn't connect. Sadok slowing it down.
Yeah, res.
Getting the spike down. He's gonna try to bring the res back up.
No,
The swing in his
boss
face.
man didn't realize he had a
Play
res.
from the leader.
His
3
team
for
told
as
him.
Loud get 9.
Unbelievably clutch. The IGL. He's faced so much criticism, but in the 1v1, he reigns supreme. Shanji, he wasn't quick enough to get that res off. And Havoc, he almost connected on a Sadhawk as well.
The timings Havoc has been able to find on these flanks are ridiculous.
Did he press it? I mean, he pressed it
Almost
once his
getting away
team
with
told
one
him.
there.
Shanji. That's rough.
He's got the res still. Given how the last round went out.
Dude, look at this
Rifles,
from
no
FURIA.
op
Free
on the
person,
side of the
instant
defense
reaction
here.
push towards. Oh boy.
FURIA
Wait,
again getting
Loud are
proactive
so
here.
on top of this.
Taking some of the space away, and Loud
They had
realizing where the weakness of the
just
map
like a
is.
second before this, they had higher lower at that exact angle.
Try to cover. Sadok spotted. Is there a challenge? Oh, that's a
Yeah,
cool
that's
setup.
nicely done from
Slow
Sadok to
and
get
A,
out of there. Oh.
Sadok's just too fast.
Neon.
Was-
Ooh, Havoc.
Oh, you're tanking
Right
that.
swing,
Oh,
Pancata.
Oh, he thought about it.
Yeah.
He wanted that.
yeah,
good
he
choice.
really did.
That could
Surprised he didn't go for it.
tremendous value later in this round.
Could be the difference maker, depending on how he chooses to invest it. Given how weak some of these members are. Look at Khalil in the smoke.
Whoa.
Loud
MW0.
again. Crumble. FURIA will get to map
Dude,
point.
MW0,
Will get to
man,
series
he's-
point.
He's going for it. He doesn't want to lose. Was he on 28 to 12, 13? 28 to 12.
Locking down all of the A site, all
3.
of A short.
3 to end Loud's reign against Brazilian teams.
Playing against a team that has never been best.
Yeah, he looks crispy, man.
Ever.
Dude, you're right, man. FURIA, dude, if they looked like this from the beginning of the season, it would have been so good.
It's not over yet, though. Three players towards this B site for FURIA.
Bro, look at this buy. Buy is wrecked. 2 hero guns.
Getting in for FURIA. Gonna slow down to the round right now.
2 rifles for the attack. The Flash not getting any info. And so Loud opportunistically creep their way forward.
This is the right site to hit, but it's Havoc on the proactivity again. NZR, he jump spotted some players. Havoc is wrapping around again.
They retake.
On the TP though, they've already got back into elbow. They have full
gamble a little bit wrong.
Area. And you're right, this time they're wise too. If Akana knows he's not going to be
That's giant. Now reactionary, they have to push.
He's not going to have it anymore.
Sadax out in the smoke.
Still remain for Loud.
Trying to get a kill with the Sheriff.
And they've gotten the spike down. It's the pesky 5v3. It's caused problems. It's left ulcers.
Yeah, they've done good to just clear all the sight though.
Seems so much more steady this time around, and they've got the res in case things get a little messy. The flash up from Kawantin. Still a
they've had them all. Yeah, they all spammed at the same time. Dude, nicely done. Fair play, man. And they probably should have won a Haven, but they got there in the end.
They cut down Loud.
It's a big win for them. I know they're like season's done, but it's still just a big win.
What a completely different team.